we have encountered, myself I have encountered a few cases, for example, cancer. And then we do have a lot of people, there are about 60 of us doing what we call reboot program. So there are some having tremendous result, awesome result. And then up and coming, we will be starting another video with a very good body fitness model, okay? We are going to do a series of testing with him on a challenge of 5 days using reboot, and then we test on physical bodybuilding. Yeah, we're going to do that for a series of video production, and then let's see what is the challenge and what's the result going to be like. It will be something that will be produced into video so that it will be easy for all of us. Alright, let's give our fitness model a round of applause. I'm not going to tell you his name yet. When we confirm, then I'll announce the name. Okay? Now, today, now that we are talking about health and fitness, first of all, is there any questions from Zoom side? Anybody have any questions on the past week when it comes to health? Alright, and for the live over here, those that has already attended for so many years and experience and so many times already, anyone have any questions to ask regarding the reboot? So far, okay, I have a question for you. Actually, for those who have on the reboot program, is the post more important or during the process more important? During is more important than the post, is it? Okay, let me explain to you. The secret is not during. The secret is the post. The post, that means after you break fast, that post is more important than during. Not the result. Okay, let me example. Okay, I'm going to talk about a little bit, just a little bit time about the reboot. The whole reboot program, okay, be it whether it's going to be a 3 days or a 5 days or a 7 days or a 10 days or a 14 days. Actually, we don't control how many days you want to do a reboot, okay? Now, based on the Muslim community, when you do fasting that night, they only tell you sun up to sundown, correct? Now, but after that, the breakfast, they tell you very specifically what you need to do to breakfast. What do you need to take? What is that? Dates, correct. Did they say KFC? No. Did they say nasi goreng? Did they say mee goreng? Did they say ramen? No, they never say. Specifically, it says dates. Now, is the post more important? The breaking fast important? The post is the most important one. Okay? So over here, in the reboot program, when you have the first 3 days of preparation, it is actually 168, correct? 16 hours of not eating, 8 hours of consumption. Now, why do you have the 8 hours of consumption? Because that 8 hours of consumption is the time when your body is supposed to absorb nutrients. Okay? So during that time, preparation is 12 p.m. all the way down to 8 p.m. This is the timeline. Okay? This is the timeline for you to eat. But with only one very important factor. You cannot consume carbo during this particular preparation phase. No carbo. Why no carbo? Do you know? Anyone know? Anyone know? I realize nobody asked the question there. Do you know why no carbo? They just keep on asking me, can I eat this? Can I eat a little bit this? Can I take teh tarik? Can I this? Can I that? I said, no, it's not. That means they are not sure why we do what we are doing. Correct? So you have to be very, very clear why we are doing this. No carbo, so that when you go to the next 5 days, this is the key. The next 5 days on the actual intermittent, on the actual fast. Okay? The next 5 days of the actual fast, you won't feel hungry. It's easier for you to go through the whole process. Understand? Because of the ketosis and everything else, right? So, this, if you can do this without carbo for the first 3 days, you will realize that the first day, you are very easy. The only challenge that you will see is day 2 and day 3. Day 2 and day 3 is where the whole system going into a reboot, kick into start, okay? This is the reboot system. Because why? Based on Dr. Berg already said, the first 12 hours, the first 18 hours and 24 hours and then 48 hours and then 72 hours for 3 days. Understand? The whole system. Now, what time does your stem cell regrow immediately in the system? What time? Do you know? Can you remember what time is your stem cell reboot? It's on the 24th hour. Your stem cell will reboot on the 24th hour. Yes. So many people spend a lot of money go and buy stem cell to eat, right? Can you eat stem cell? The answer is cannot. How can you eat stem cell? The only effective stem cell is you go injection directly. If not, it will not be able to give you anything. You are eating for the sake of eating. That's it. How much? Okay, how many of you heard of stem cell in the market that you can buy? A lot, right? Expensive? They like to use the word stem cell and then they charge you humongous price. Very, very expensive. No point doing that, understand? Because if you can do a reboot on the 24th hour, you will reboot your entire stem cell engine. Understand? Clear? With the stem cell, the next thing that will reboot is your GH. You know what's called GH, you know? Yes, precisely. Okay? The next one will be growth hormone. Now, do you need growth hormone? You need. So once you understand this, you will realize that this entire reboot is not for slimming. Slimming is inevitable. Understand? Clear? I realize a lot of people come to us recently, especially the last 2 weeks. Everyone come up, I want to lose weight. Okay? How many of you got this? Anyone? You have it? You have it? I want to lose weight. Right? Losing weight to allow you to get healthy. Or you get healthy, then you will lose weight naturally. You get healthy, then you lose weight naturally. Correct? I give you an example. Queen, do you want to do something reboot so that you look at this another 10 years younger? Yes, but cannot tahan or correct or not? Yeah? You see, every time my breakfast time is very, very critical. Continue, very critical that one. So you don't see, can you imagine when you go through the 99%? Okay, I'll give you an example. The ideology for you must understand the principle. Okay, long time ago we have train, right? Old train is run by locomotion, right? Okay, so I have to draw a screen. Okay, this is the locomotion, correct now? And then like that, correct now? This is the engine now. This kind of engine is powered by what? Huh? Coal, burn coal and then at the end combustion, they need to boil water to create what? Steam. It's actually a steam engine actually. Yeah, long time ago. So in order for steam to appear, the water must become the H2O, the water must become 100 degrees, correct? Then it will become steam, then can power the locomotion. Agree, yeah? So the key here is, can the water go to 99 degrees and then become steam? Cannot. So what does that tell you in life? Basically, anything that you do 100%, then to a conversion. 99 does not equal to 100. Understand? If the last 1 degree you gave up or not able to do it properly, you wasted the first 99 degree. If all of us do it properly, you know what will happen? You look 10 years younger, 15 years younger. Your body pain, here pain, there pain, suddenly will disappear. You know. Suddenly you wake up and say, hey, I want my 2 size. Suddenly and then say, hey, alamak, I lost 1 inch. And then suddenly, hey, I got more muscle. Understand? Those who understand, can I have a hands up? Clear, yeah? This is important. Don't do it for the sake of doing, but do it, understand the essence behind it. So when you coach another person, you can help them tremendously because you understand the value of it. Clear? Understand, yeah? So for those who are on Zoom, please type in the text so that our Mr. Lam Yu Kim can actually, our manager can actually translate the question. Alright? So always remember, anything we do in life, 99% does not equal to 100%. So if you were to tell yourself it's either 0 or 100, it's either 0 or 100. Every time when you do things, you do 100%. Is it a win or a 100% sure win? She'll win 100, right? Correct or not? So, if you know that you can never fail, usually, would you want to aim for the Ferrari? Yes or no? Yes or yes? Yes or must yes? Which one? Must yes, right? So, why did you start? Because you are not sure whether you can get it or not. Correct? Logical? Logical? Because you are not sure, right? So, what if I tell you, okay, Rin, I'm going to use an example, can I? Yeah, you are my favorite. Okay, now here comes. Okay, because if you are focused, 168, now you do a reboot 2 times already, right? Don't do, 3 times reboot. Let's give her a round of applause. Awesome. Okay. And out of the 3 times reboot, it's always the post a little bit challenging, correct? The last part, right? So that means your psychology need to do fine tuning. The next time you start, how long can you, when can you start again, you know? No, 3 months later. You cannot start suka-suka like that. It will spoil your system. Hello, right? All of us drive, okay, ready, go. Jam brake, no, not jam brake, go accelerator. Go at 1,000 km/h. After you get 1,000 km/h, after you suka-suka, you jam brake, and then you pull handbrake, what will happen to the engine? You drift, yes. After if you drift, you cannot control. When you are drifting, if you are not trained, you cannot control. Will you topple? Yes. You will. And then you let go, and then you whack again. Another 1,000, and then you jam brake again. What will happen? You crash. Huh? System crash? Where system crash? Zoom crash. Let's give system crash. Okay. Now, if you understand what I'm saying, so the next time you can do reboot is when? 3 months later. Now you start already, Okay, last time what I did was, I look young, right? For 52 years old, I look very young actually. Now, I used to do every 3 months, one time, 14 days to 21 days. I used to do that. So, but when I do that, I use Dr. Bernard Jensen's juicing therapy. That means I combine it with fruit juice. For example, 4 carrot or with carrot, with apple, with beetroot, depending on what I want to adjust. And the last time I did that was 2008. After that, for the past 2008 to now is how many years? About 13 years? 13, 14 years? About 13 to 14 years, I never do anything. Only recently I started with reboot because our Jarvis decided to do something, and then I say, good. See, I also don't have the determination to kickstart. The truth, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I also have weaknesses. So I keep telling myself, I must start. If you have chance to meet my wife, when she come over here, you will ask, I talk many times, I want to start, because I know this is the way. After 13 years, never do anything, the system koyak already, understand or not? Okay? But I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. I will try 1 day, 2 days, go on 0 carb, and then on the 4th day, I makan again. Exactly what you are going through is exactly what I went through actually. I'm just like all of you. Same, we are the same. Okay? So when Jarvis say, I want to do. Why Jarvis want to do? Because we are doing a series of production on a Center Fresh, how to do the facial, how to do the mask, all this in Chinese, but we're going to put English subtitle. Okay? He did. Then I told him in the beginning, how many have seen this earlier photograph? A bit rounded, right? Then the jacket cannot button. Now button is it? Button. Okay. Now can button you see. Come, masuk okay lah. Alamak, see. Okay. Now can button. Nice. Cantik, right? High five. Okay. Let's see what he can do. He want to do something. Many people at our age may not be able to do what he's doing already, but the fact that he can do what? Wait. We're gonna do Ricky Martin already. Okay. He want to put his forehead touch his own kneecap. Okay? Sideways like that. Before only until here like that. Okay? Now? Okay? Wow! Okay? Because he go through a reboot. So when he say, I told him, I say, bro, if you want to do the production, you must look good. You cannot tackle with the tummy like that. That's bullshit. Alamak, like Gangnam style like that, then go like that. not so nice, I say. So let's do something together. So when he decided to go for the reboot program, me and Yoongi decided, okay, let's do it together with him. That's it. So when we kick out the reboot, it's actually he motivating me. I am not motivating him. Because I take him personally as my own motivation. I say that if he wants to do it, then I must go with him because why? He's doing it. Understand what I'm saying? So for me, but he doesn't know because I never tell him that he's the motivation. I just say, don't worry, we do with you. To him, I am the motivation. Understand? Clear enough. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to explain to you here is when we are doing something together with somebody else, there must be a reason that's motivating us, ourselves to do it properly. So while helping others, we help ourselves at the same time. So after going through the 5 days, I said, hey, I can do this again. So what happened is we take a break. After that, we went through, we go down to 70. So the first time I did is 5 kilo average height, 75 down to 70. And then after that, 3 of us purposely go where? We at night went this particular place. We go and drink, we go and eat supper to bring back 74 kilo. Gila right? 74 kilo. 1 week, 2, 3 times we go purposely, just go and stay, drink, eat, everything, just to bring back up to 74 kilo. Why? So that we can do a proper one, to document it. So this time, second time when I try to do it, after 3 weeks, this particular one, I do how many days? 8 days, sorry, to be exact, it's to be 7 days, 8 day breakfast, okay? 7 days, and the result goes all the way down to 68 kilo. Okay? Now, what is more important is my age, my body score, everything else all decline, all go down like that, sharp dive. It's not even gradual dive, it's like that, straight away. Now, is this a good or very, very good thing? Very good thing. Long time ago, people will only show you photograph before, after. Now, we don't show before, after only. We need to show before, after, and we show the day-to-day record all the way down so that we know what's happening. Now, at this point, am I perfect? No. I still have 4 areas that is red in color that I need to work on. Because why? After 13 to 14 years, run life anyhow abusive to my own body, it's time to reboot, correct? The reboot cannot be forever. Understand? You need to let your body have the chance to go into a system. So after the reboot, then the pose. Okay, now I'm going to the pose. I tell you the pose is very, very important. Okay, the particular pose is so important. I tell you, from here, you do a pose. When you break, you pose for how many days? 3 days. 3 days of what? Soup. Now, why is the formulation I gave you is all based on how many colors? 5 colors of beans, right? 5 colors of beans. And then I gave you all the nuts, right? Alright? The nuts, and then what else I tell you? We put dates, correct? Dates. Now, is dates stated in the Quran? Yes. Itulah. That's the reason why, understand? Oh, because it is ancient old history and wisdom. I know for the past experience I've been using these dates. Why? Because Dr. Bernard Jensen used dates. They use dates also, okay? To actually put inside to make sure that it becomes better because of a certain ingredient in dates, alright? Next one, okay, I asked you to put in tofu, correct? If you want to. Correct? And then next one I asked you to put in what? Seaweed, right? Seaweed, if you want to. Next one I asked you to put tofu, correct? Not tofu. Yeah, tofu put already. Okay? Miso paste, correct? Next one is put miso paste before you eat. Now, this formulation, this one, what I did now for this particular break one, what I did was I put in everything and cook so big pot at home. People at home, why? Prepare to eat for 7 days. That soup becomes the base for everything else I will add on slowly at the back. Understand? Clear? Clear? So far clear? Hands up. Let me see, you are very clear. If you want to do a reboot, you must go through the proper reboot pose. Don't waste the first 99% of the effort that you put in. Understand? The sponge, okay, don't believe tonight you go home, you squeeze all your sponge and you're very clean. Whatever you drop inside, you absorb immediately. Correct enough? So your body after a reboot, it's very important what ingredient you put in. Clear? Understand? Hello? Okay, good. So once you have done these 3 days, after that, what do you need to do? The next, all the way. to the next 90 days, what do you need to do? Practice 168. Clear? Yes, do intermittent practice 168. That means from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay? And then from here to here. This is the one where you will still continue to stop carbo. Now, if you were to take carbo, how many carbo can you take? How much? You know or not? One whole day, one pump size. A pump size. But your pump size don't. I have to say something. For some people, the pump size is like that. Like that only. Like that only. For some people, the pump size is like that only. Very big, one mountain and then one pump size. That's not what I meant. Pump size, okay? If you see some of the chicken rice store, they actually roll the rice into a ball, correct? That is called one pump size. And you eat more than that, it's already overdose. Clear? Unless you are running 2.4 every single day, and then you go to the gym, and then you need to go and carry heavy weight, you are working as a coolie. Okay, you work as a coolie, you work in the farm, you go there, jumbo the whole day. Unless you are like that. If not, the only hard work you do is leaving your finger or your thumb. That's the only hard work you get. Betul? Or you take a mouse click like that only. This is the only hard work you do. Then you need so much carbo for what? Logical? Yes. Logical? Okay. So next one, if you like sweet things, how many of you love to have sweet tooth? You like sweet things. That means when what happen after food, you must eat sweet, right? All these will sit together. All sweet stuff. All the sweet tooth, one whole row here. This side, your sweet tooth, but don't dare to raise your hand. Okay? Now, I know in the Malay community, you all like to do the kuih and the kuih lapis and all the sweet things, right? Trust me. If you really want to have sweet tooth, what you can do? You want to know? Yes. Before your meal, okay, take one fiber, one sachet. Is fiber sweet? Is fiber sweet? Yes. Take one fiber. It helps you to coat, and then you eat this one. If you take carbo, it will not be absorbed into the stomach, and then it will come out very fast. Okay? Yeah, correct. During the 12 to 8, if you eat 2 or 3 meals, and then you take fiber before that, basically it will help you to stay in that shape and pass out. Clear? You don't believe me? Try that. Understand? Try because it helps you to absorb. Alright? Now, after that, if you don't have fiber, then you order fruits. Makan fruits and veggie first. Okay, usually I will take fruits like what? Sweet tooth, right? You take watermelon, take whatever is the sweet one. You wait already, within 30 minutes, you feel that you're a bit full already, right? Then you realize that the food that you eat, you won't eat so much. You will not, because why? Because your body absorbs the nutrients first, it gives you enough fructose, okay, the sugar that you need. The craving is already there, then you makan the main meal. Clear? So, 1 meal a day is for people who are professional. But for those that is not professional yet, what they can do is they can take 2 meals a day. Okay, for those beginners that's very heavy, they try their best to bring it down, right? Or they can take 3 meals. Yes, you can take 3 meals a day. Okay, or between 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can take 3 meals a day and then aim to reduce to 2 meals a day. After 2 meals a day, then aim to go for 1 meal a day. Clear? Understand? Clear? So, if you start like this immediately, it will be tough. That's the reason why we created the Reboot program to kickstart your whole body. A diet change is a must if you do not want to have medication. If you do not want to take the high blood pressure, the high cholesterol, whatever. Because if you are taking all those medications, sooner or later, your liver will give way. Okay? Now, when your liver give way, there's 2 options. One option, sustain, cannot sustain, you transplant. Correct? After transplant means got problem or no problem? Permanent problem with you. Oh, that one is not yours, huh? Correct? No? Okay, after you get a transplant, the next department will kena is where? Your kidney. Kidney. Correct? No? So, this, okay, ICU. ICU, okay? So the doctor will see you very soon in that sense. Okay? So once you understand this is something that is needed on whose decision? Who? Is the company, is the center going to tell you, oh, we can do this, or you have to decide? You have to decide, understand? This is very important. Once you decide, basically, who is in control of your own life? Can the doctor tell you what to do? Is this a good thing? For the younger generation, okay? Like for example, yourself, your name is Akasha, okay? Now, how heavy are you?
111.
Let's give the 111 a round of applause. Awesome. 我还有是什么对不对 ？111 啊。How tall are you?
175.
175 ah. 175, 111. How heavy? How overweight are you?
Very overweight.
Very overweight ah. So your very overweight is until when? Before NS ah. And then now very overweight. Still want to continue or you want to do something about it?
Do something about it.
What do you intend to do?
Follow this method.
Follow this method. Okay, good. You sure you want to follow this method? You sure? Okay, what's the ideal weight you want to go back down?
Before going to NS.
No. Before NS is how heavy? The maximum.
At least 70. At least 70.
Come. Let's give our friend a round of applause. Oh, good looking, are you? Actually, okay, turns away. So the international world can see you. Siap. I love to do this. Okay, wait. You seriously want to bring this now? What's the idea? You want to go back to 70? 70 ah? 70 means you need to drop 40 kilos. You want? Sure you want? Okay, today we do something slightly extra. Can or not? Can? With your support, can? Okay, good. I'm going to help you to do something. Can or not? Okay, good. So, 40, yeah? Okay, good. I will round this one. Okay. Wait, anyone take picture? First take picture first, okay? Remember this. Okay, you want to stand here or you want to stand there? Which one gives you more power? Stand here. Oh, stand here so everyone can see. Alamak, let's give him a round of applause. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, come, Let me share with you if you want to lose 40 kilos. Okay, let's do a reboot program. Now, there is a few things that you need to do that I'm going to ask you. Are you able to be very honest?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. This entire session we will film now. Okay. So the result that you want need everybody's attention to help him. Okay. Can Okay. Come. So the result you want. What's the result you want? Let's see. You are 175 cm and you are aiming result for 70 kilo. Okay. Current what are you?
111.
111. So current now is 111 kg.
Yes.
Okay, this is what you want to do. So you want to drop by 40 kg. Okay. When do you want to achieve this? By when roughly? Let's say you do a start the whole reboot everything else. By when hopefully you want to go for 40 kg?
Hopefully, before NS.
Before NS. When is your NS? 2024. Before NS. Wow, that's very long time. Wow, 2024 is very long time.
Because I use the 44 months. 24.
2024. When? Which month? Don't know.
No.
Not sure. So, drop 40 to raise to 70 kilo by 2024. Okay?
You can achieve.
2024. Can achieve or not? Can achieve, right? Okay. Basically, what I did was, what Jarvis did was Jarvis dropped 8 kilo within 1 week. Yeah, 8 kilo within 1 week, alright? So it will be very different for everybody, correct? Now, when we do a reboot, the system kickstart, the weight will drop automatically, alright? Now, can I be very frank with you? Instead of 2024, let's aim for 90 days. Okay, 90 days to 19 days to 120 days. Boleh? 120 days is how long? 3 months? 4 months. 4 months. Okay. So 90 days for 120 days, 40 kilo. Okay, now why 40 kilo I give you such a long time? When we can drop, like for example, I can drop 14 kilo in 14 days. Because we are very different and the habit of the way we is very different. You will probably face more challenge. Home cooking. Okay, good. Who is home cooking for you? Grab along. Grandmother cook if you don't eat, I tell you. So if you don't eat, die, right? In a sense. Okay. Then there's something that you need to communicate. Okay? Okay, good. I'm going to help you with something to do with what we call association. This is something that you all probably can learn for yourself so that you can help your friends around you. Okay? First question you will ask yourself. I'm going to ask you now. This is the first question. This is the result you want. Second question. Why do you want to achieve this? This is the first question you're going to ask yourself. Why? Why do you want to achieve this?
Not to get diseases like diabetes.
Okay.
Health.
Friend, right? Start to write down. Whatever he says. All of you are his friend, right? So whatever he says, start to write down. Okay? First thing. Okay? The first reason is health reason. Your health reason is because not to have disease. Not to have disease. Not to have disease. Sickness. Okay? Diabetes. Diabetes. Alamak. Hey bro, your sexy is you. When you say it's you, okay? You want to be sexy actually. Where's your wife? Okay? Health. Not to have disease, sickness, or diabetes. Okay? Second reason? Okay, for NS. Okay, for national service. For national service. What else? No. Wait. Okay, wait. For national service, prepare for national service, right? Third reason? See, they all talking now. Later, when we pull one of them up to challenge them, you see. Okay. I'm just joking. Okay. For you, just these two. Sure. Okay. Then I tell you. Then listen carefully. Listen carefully. If you have only two reasons, you will not make it. If you have only two reasons, you will not make it. You know why? Many people say not to have disease and sickness or diabetes. I believe, bet my last dollar, everyone here say the same thing. A lot of them go through pain. A lot of them go through diabetic. A lot of them go through hypertension, medication. Correct?
Yes.
Especially the friends around us. Correct? Right? Many people talk like that. 80% talk like that. But they all still kena. Why? It is good to have. It's not a must to have. Correct? Laughing already, enjoying, right? It's good to have, but belum sampai, haven't reached. You haven't kena the pain. You haven't go through the pain. You will not take this as the main thing. Correct? When I put Kentucky Fried Chicken in front of you, what do you do? Alamak, never mind. I just today, cheat day. And then tomorrow put the Jollibee one. Alamak, you just take again. The next day I bring in ayam goreng from don't know where, kampung. Correct, from kampung recipe. This is another day. Never mind. Correct. Okay. So now, health is not to have disease or sickness or diabetes. Or for national service, you will not make it because why? Only two reasons. I can help you. You want? You all want to help him? Yeah. Want to help him? Let's give him a round of applause. Awesome. Okay, good. So, in order to help you, you need to ask yourself further, why not to have disease? Why? Why not to have sickness? Why you don't want diabetes? Why? Why?
So that I can not depend on others.
So, I don't need to depend on others. I don't need to depend on others to take care of me. Depend on others to take care of me. Okay? Take care of me. Next one. If I get married, so you plan not to have just in case. So it's when I get married lah. When I get married, not if. But if is possibility plan not to have also. When okay. When I get married, children will not suffer by inheriting my sickness lah. Okay. What else?
So I can do the activity I want for
Okay.
running.
So that I can do the activities in sport. Okay, that I want. Alright. What else? Okay, let me explain. The reason why I go through this for you, so that's just for those on the Zoom, a center is a product, but why you want to take a center is very important. Isn't it true? Okay, for different people, when they decided to look at a center, they have different reasons. Agree? There's certain reason they want their motivation to want to take a center. Alright? Now that why is more important than taking, because right, we have all the clinical study, all the material proven already. It's already proven. Now the key is more of why do you want to take this? Correct? No? That's very important. Okay? Now, so last reason or no more? No more. I tell you this one can help you to last for about 30 days. Even if I give you a center 5 times a day, you do and then you take, right? With this reason, you can only last for about 30 days. After that, your old habit will come back again. You continue back again. Your diet, everything will come back again. Okay? Now I ask you, further, you want to help him? Let's give him another round of applause. Very important. Another round. Okay? How do you squeeze yourself? How do you get to know yourself? Very simple. Here comes up. I don't need to depend on others to take care of me. Why? Why this is so important?
Because for me, my mom also has diabetes.
Okay, because my mom has diabetes. My mom has diabetes. Okay, and she go dialysis. Alright? Okay. So, and then another reason? So because my father has asthma, okay? Father has asthma. Now, you notice what I have just done, I have just shown you. When we want to do something, is there a lot of reason? Is there a lot of reason?
Yes.
When we don't want to do something, is there a lot of excuse?
Yes.
That is, sama, same thing. Why you want to take a center? Why you want to kickstart on the reboot program? Why a center is good for you? A center guaranteed good for you. But the truth is, why do you want to take it? You enjoy life without a center, correct or not? But until now you got pain, here, and then this one, that's why you want to take a center, right? But why do you want to become better? Because become better means you need to change your entire lifestyle. Agree? And to change your entire lifestyle means you need to be doing it for a stronger reason rather than yourself. Agree or not? So what is more motivating? Because my mom has diabetic dialysis and you are going through it. You are taking care of them from time to time, right? Your father is also asthmatic. So from time to time you need to take care of them. So imagine if you are the one going through the problem, your children will have to take care of you, correct or not? So it is a cycle that can never break. Clear? So you want to do this not only for yourself, not only for you not having diseases, you want to do it for your mom, do it for your dad because of all this, correct or not? So the first thing you need to do before you start, you need to go through this question and write down all the reasons why you want to do. Can do? That is your first homework. Can? Let's give him a round of applause. Awesome. Okay? Now, I will give you, there's another balance 4 question. There's 4 more questions. Balance. Later come to me, I will give it to you. Okay? The 4 questions will help you to prepare your mind what you need to do. Understand? Clear, yeah? Okay, let's give him a round of applause. Awesome. Okay, good. To coach someone step by step from reasoning excuses to reasoning to readjust, to realign, to know exactly what they want to do. You want to learn all this? Yes. The very first English BSDC, your better come. Okay? BSDC in Chinese, which is going to be this next weekend. Okay? Today is what day? Today is Saturday. Next weekend. Saturday is in Chinese. Alright? Those who can understand Chinese better, if you have some of your Chinese speaking partner, ask them to come and participate, because we will teach, during that basic skill, we will teach all the channel partners how to coach all your clients to go through this properly. Because now we have something very good on the center. It is a very good ingredient that we can help, very good ingredient that we can allow someone to take back control. But it is always here, the mindset that is having a problem. Agree? Yeah. And then when it works for them, immediate rectification, they think better than drugs, so they will take. But it gives them the recovery symptom, here pain, here got more pain, immediately they scared. Correct? No? Yeah, correct. Because your body have issue, your body have situation. Clear, yeah? Okay. Now, why does our body have situation? Let me zoom in and tell you.